Man, 1988 was fun. Like I didn't know what to expect, and then I started really diving into it, and I was like, "Oh man, this is really cool year, in 1988." And there was so much like drums. There were so many
Oh
electric
yeah. Oh
drums.
yeah. Electric drums. Big thing. It kind of threw
The
me off
digital.
because we did 89. And so I was kind of looking and I was like, and like I said, the end of a decade, bands usually kind of ramp up and they don't miss an album. So
Uh,
it was a lot of the same bands, but I'm like, oh, this all looks familiar. And so
yeah.
it scared me. So I had to go back and double check. And I was like, no, it was 89 we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause all
digital and synthesizers and keyboards and a whole bunch of the electronic stuff started coming about during all this time period.
oh, yeah,
So
yeah, it
I
was
could have went that direction, but I figured you guys would. That's the reason I stayed away from the rap because I knew that was going to happen.
okay. Well,
And
I have kind of an eclectic list. I think I have an eclectic list because I have an eclectic taste, really.
Yeah.
My playlist, you don't
Yeah.
know who the fuck's gonna come up.
We
No
all do,
clue.
yeah.
So the first one I picked because I couldn't pick her for 89 because it was 88. And I was like, dag nabbit, I'm gonna get her on the list this time, damn it. But she's one of my favorite artists and inspirational, wonderful, dynamic artist. God bless her soul. But it was Whitney Houston, One Moment in Time.
Yeah.
And one thing that I didn't know about that song is it was just written for like some sort of event that was going on. It wasn't like written for an album. It was written for some sort of inspirational event. And what I really love about that song is it's talking about how you just take the moment in time that you have and you do the most that you can with it, which is like my favorite thing is like just get your time together and do what you can, leave your legacy, even if it's not something just considered just like the greatest and the most wonderful. You have your moment, you take your moment. So and her voice is incredible, and Whitney Houston was so full of like I feel like she had a lot of stress and demons going on with her, and she was so full of that she released all of that with her voice. So that's where all her emotions and all her hope came out.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's my number one. None of these are really in order. I'm not going to go in order. Okay, so the second album, my grandmother actually introduced me to this. She bought the cassette tape, and normally she would listen to blues and gospel and Motown. So that's what I was used to listening to going through the house. And all of a sudden, I hear this beautiful organ playing in the background, and there's just some white guy singing. And I was like, who the hell is this? But it was George Michael. And the song is One More Try.
Yeah.
It actually came out on his album Faith in 1987, but One More Try was released as a single in 1988.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like that's maybe the first time that I really got emotional over a song, but I wasn't quite sure why. Because in 1988, I believe I was 7. And it was the most beautiful thing that I had ever heard. And that was kind of the first time that I started weaning away from what I was used to, like getting away from Michael Jackson, because I love Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson way more than Nickelback. Sorry, Nickelback. I know that you guys watch every week and that you love me and I love you, but Michael was my first true love. But yeah, so that's my number 2 is George Michael, One More Try, just because, it's heart-wrenching just thinking about that song. Yeah. And if you ever find it live, yeesh. It's like listening to an angel.
Yeah, George can sing, man. He can sing. I have his solo stuff and his
Wham.
Wham.
Yeah.
Wake me up.
Faith was gonna make the list, but like you said, it was 987. So
Yeah.
I got on the
Yeah.
Billboard thing, and it pissed me off, so I got off there immediately because like the first 3 songs, I was like, yes, relief.
Yeah, my reasoning was just like they only make like one album every 4 or 5 years. So if a single's released in 88, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. If Faith would have been that single, I would have took it.
And we were talking about that, how sometimes they release the single super early or super late, or they release it, they got 2 or 3 singles they release, and then 2 years later they release one more song from that, stuff like that. So
yeah.
especially when it comes to the pop and radio market, I guarantee you almost every band I mentioned, that won't happen.
Yeah. It's kind of the timing, really, when the best time to release a single is, because most of my singles were released before my album came out, and I think I got one that I'm gonna just let out just by itself at some point. Number 3, and I don't know if I'm gonna say her name right. Her name is Taylor Dane, Dayne.
Yep,
Did I
Taylor
get
Dane.
it?
I don't
Well,
know.
let's see. Okay, so the reason why I picked this song is because I had a set of like friends, like when they were older than me, they were teenagers at the time, and they would introduce me to all of this music, and then we would sing this song called "Tell It to My Heart." Ah,
Yeah, she definitely made blonde women my curse. That was probably one of the first blonde women that made me go ooh la la.
yeah, she's super cute.
Yes.
And yeah, we would just sit there singing into our hairbrushes. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Like, oh my goodness. I really liked how vulnerable the 80s were too. People were really like crying and talking about their emotions and feelings and stuff, which is, I guess it's a musical thing, but in the 80s, huh?
Cocaine.
I guess.
It was cocaine. Look at the Reagan eras. It was cocaine.
Yeah, but I guess that would.
I was 24. Feels.
I was 24. Trust me, it was cocaine.
I don't think you can
say it 2 more times so we can get flagged.
Okay. It was amazing how much that stuff was flowing through the army at that time.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Well, how do you think we stayed up 3-4 days at a time?
Yeah.
I almost said it again, but I'll be good. But yeah, so that was my number 3. I just really like that. It just like it reminds me of like going into the mall, and then you have that poppy girl music that's playing when you get in there, and you have this whole experience. Like everything smells like bubble gum. This just reminds me of that.
We were talking about that earlier before you came on, actually. The mall
bubble gum at the mall or cocaine?
The mall music. The mall music.
Man, I miss the mall music. I really do. Well, I guess if you go into certain stores, there's still music at the mall. It's just like not permeating everything.
Yeah.
Number 4. Now, I feel like this was one of the first rock songs that I really liked. And it's by the band Living Colour, and it's Cult of Personality.
Yep. That was on my tentative list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I looked at that one. I was like, I bet you someone will pick that one because that song got huge during this time period.
Oh yeah,
They're another one of those bands. Everybody's like, "What happened to them?" Well, you know what? They're still out rocking and rolling. It's just they haven't had a song like that since.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy song, and I never saw the video or anything like that. I just heard it on the radio, and I'd pick up a broom and pretend like I was playing a guitar. It's like, man, yeah, I used to sing it wrong. I used to sing it a cup of personality.
Yeah.
A cup of personality. And I was like, this is the weirdest song. You have a personality in a cup. That's pretty cool, though. For years.
That'd be a good,
like 15 years is how I sung that.
That song would be a good anthem for these last few years we've had, too. It really still relevant.
It still rings true. Relevant. It's still relevant. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cult of personality. And then finally, which one am I going to do?
I'll just do one of them.
I might as well. I should, but I won't. I'll just bring it up later. So we're gonna go with MC Hammer. And this was there was only this one song that I heard by MC Hammer before I got the tape, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, and then absolutely fell in love with him. But this is also the reason why I walked around saying proper all the time. And the MC Hammer song is Turn This Mother Out. And what I really like about that song is the video. Just like the whole Zoot Suit gangster situations that he had, to where they were talking about all of the cities that he took over, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that's proper."
Zoot Suits with parachute pants.
Huh?
I think this was before the parachute pants. No. This was when he was suited up.
In the early 80s, 85, when I first joined him, when he was dancing like that, I remember sitting in a MEPS or something like that, and all the people were pointing up at his video, and he had the pants on. Everybody was like, "Oh man, we want to dance like that." And then everybody went out and bought parachute pants the next day. that was like 85, 86. So parachute pants was still around. He never went away from it.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Michelle?
Yeah, he would definitely rock the suits, dude. Like, he was always dressed to the nines, whatever nines there were. Like, it was going to be gold and black or silk.
He didn't have no parachute pants in the pumps and the bump, man. He done switched. He went gangsta.
Yeah.
Well, not every single song, but if you see him live and he would do his stuff, the parachute pants came out.
He just walks around wearing them at home. We've already talked about this in the previous episode. But why we're here, Sontia? Pop up what I don't know which of your stuff that you got going on is first. Do them in order of what is coming up next.
Okay. All right. So what is coming up next is going to be on Sunday, actually. Oasis is a group that is non-religious that meets every Sunday and just talks about things going around in the city. And this Sunday, they are talking about overdose prevention. And I get to sing a couple of songs a little bit before and a little bit after. The meeting isn't really more than an hour. So if you just have like an hour and a half that you want to kill on a Sunday and hang around some awesome people and learn some stuff about overdose prevention, especially in this world, this is going to be the spot that you want to get to. And then on the 16th, our friend David Johnson, his son, has a rare form of brain cancer. So we are putting on a show in order to go ahead and raise money for the family or whatever they need it for. So it's going to be a packed and stacked and just nasty lineup. So we want everybody to come or donate money or do what you need to do to help this brave little boy out. He is a freaking superhero.